At the beginning of 2026, BTS stands at a historic crossroads. The group that once redefined global pop culture is preparing to move forward after years of individual growth, global expansion, and unavoidable pauses. As discussions about BTS's next musical direction intensify, one name repeatedly surfaces in media analysis and fan conversations alike: Jungkook. More than any single title or role, Jungkook is increasingly described as a bridge, connecting BTS's past identity with its evolving future. This perception does not come from official declarations or promotional narratives. It emerges organically from his journey, his artistry, and his unique position within the group. As BTS prepares to step into its next chapter, Jungkook stands at the center of a conversation that is not about replacement or reinvention, but about continuity through transformation. To understand why Jungkook is viewed as a bridge, one must first understand what BTS represents. BTS's identity was not built overnight. It was formed through years of storytelling, experimentation, and emotional honesty. Their music spoke to youth, struggle, growth, and connection. Over time, this identity expanded beyond genre, language, and geography. By the time BTS reached global prominence, their sound had evolved multiple times, yet always retained a recognizable core. This core is what fans refer to when they speak of classic BTS. It is the emotional foundation that continues to define the group, even as they move forward. Jungkook debuted as the youngest member of BTS, carrying immense potential from the very beginning. In the group's early years, he was often described as a versatile performer, capable of adapting, learning, and growing rapidly. His voice became central to BTS's sound, anchoring choruses and emotional climaxes. As BTS evolved, Jungkook evolved with them. He did not simply inherit the group's identity, he helped shape it through consistency, discipline, and emotional expression. This long-standing connection to BTS's musical core is one reason Jungkook remains deeply associated with the group's past identity. As BTS expanded globally, Jungkook's role became more defined. He emerged as a performer capable of commanding international stages while maintaining emotional authenticity. His growth mirrored BTS's rise, steady, deliberate, and rooted in experience rather than trend chasing. Global exposure refined Jungkook's artistic instincts. Touring, collaborations, and cultural exchange broadened his musical perspective. By the time BTS began focusing more on individual activities, Jungkook was already positioned as an artist capable of navigating both collective and individual expression. Jungkook's solo work marked a turning point, not just for him, but for how BTS members were perceived individually. His solo releases showcased a sound that aligned naturally with global pop while retaining emotional clarity. The music resonated with audiences across markets, drawing listeners who may not have previously engaged with BTS. This period expanded Jungkook's artistic identity. He demonstrated confidence, creative awareness, and an understanding of global pop structures. Importantly, this expansion did not erase his roots. Instead, it added new layers to his artistry, layers that now inform discussions about BTS's future direction. The idea of Jungkook as a bridge emerges from intersection. He carries the emotional memory of BTS's beginnings. He embodies the technical maturity gained through global success. He understands the discipline of group dynamics and the freedom of solo expression. This combination allows Jungkook to connect what BTS was with what BTS can be. Rather than representing a departure from the past, Jungkook represents evolution built on foundation. This is why analysts and fans alike view him as a stabilizing force during transition. Every long-standing group eventually reaches a transition period, and for BTS, that moment carries extraordinary weight. After years of defining global pop culture, the group faces a future shaped by experience, maturity, and change. This transition is not about abandoning what made BTS iconic. It is about integrating growth into continuity. Jungkook's position within this moment is crucial because he understands both sides of the equation, legacy and evolution. While discussions around BTS's next musical direction continue, Jungkook is frequently referenced as someone who naturally embodies balance rather than disruption. One of Jungkook's defining strengths is versatility. Throughout BTS's career, he has adapted seamlessly to various musical styles, hip-hop, pop, R&B, EDM, and more, without losing emotional consistency. This adaptability allows him to serve as a connective thread across eras. As BTS explores new sonic territories, Jungkook's versatility provides reassurance. His voice and performance style can anchor experimental elements while maintaining familiarity. In this way, Jungkook becomes a musical constant in a time of creative expansion. Performance has always been central to BTS's identity, and Jungkook has long been one of its most recognizable faces on stage. Early BTS performances were defined by intensity and raw energy. Over time, that energy matured into precision and control. Jungkook's performance language reflects this evolution perfectly. He carries the physical memory of BTS's past stages while demonstrating the refinement gained through global exposure. This continuity is one reason audiences instinctively associate him with BTS's core identity. As BTS prepares to move forward, global audience expectations have changed. Listeners are no longer discovering BTS for the first time. They are returning with a deeper understanding and higher expectations. Jungkook's solo era helped bridge this gap by introducing BTS-related artistry to broader pop audiences. His familiarity with global pop listeners allows him to act as a cultural translator, connecting BTS's emotional storytelling with contemporary global sensibilities. Despite changes in scale and sound, BTS's success has always rested on emotional authenticity. Jungkook's artistry is deeply rooted in this principle. Whether performing as part of BTS or as a solo artist, his delivery emphasizes sincerity over spectacle. As BTS explores new musical directions, Jungkook's commitment to emotional clarity helps ensure that evolution does not dilute authenticity. Music industry observers frequently highlight Jungkook as a stabilizing figure during BTS's transition. Rather than being framed as a leader in title, he is described as a reference point, someone whose presence reassures both audiences and collaborators. This perception is not based on speculation, but on consistency. Jungkook's career reflects discipline, adaptability, and long-term vision, qualities valued in an evolving industry. One of BTS's greatest strengths has been its ability to balance individuality with unity. Jungkook's journey exemplifies this balance. His solo work expanded his individual identity, yet it never severed his connection to the group. As BTS moves forward, Jungkook's example demonstrates that personal growth can strengthen collective identity rather than threaten it. Fan trust plays a significant role in BTS's longevity. For many fans, Jungkook represents emotional continuity. Watching him grow within BTS has created a sense of shared history. His presence provides reassurance that the group's essence remains intact. This trust allows fans to embrace change with confidence rather than fear. The idea of Jungkook as a bridge extends beyond music. Culturally, he symbolizes generational transition, youth evolving into maturity, tradition meeting innovation. This symbolism resonates deeply with fans who have grown alongside BTS. In this sense, Jungkook's role becomes both artistic and symbolic, reflecting broader themes of growth and continuity. As discussions about BTS's future direction continue, one theme remains constant: respect for roots. Jungkook's presence reinforces this respect. His understanding of BTS's emotional foundation ensures that experimentation remains grounded. Rather than leading a departure, Jungkook helps guide a progression. In an industry driven by trends, longevity is rare. Jungkook's sustained relevance, both within BTS and individually, demonstrates that true influence is measured over time. His ability to adapt without losing identity strengthens BTS's long-term prospects. Longevity, in this context, becomes the ultimate goal. Jungkook's influence does not rely on declarations or dominance. Instead, it operates through example, discipline, consistency, and emotional presence. This quiet leadership aligns naturally with BTS's collective philosophy. It is leadership without hierarchy, influence without force. As BTS prepares for upcoming projects, anticipation continues to grow. While official details remain limited, the narrative surrounding Jungkook as a bridge provides context for what lies ahead: continuity through growth, evolution anchored in identity. The future is not presented as uncertain, but as open. Every long-running story has moments of transition. For BTS, this moment is defined not by endings, but by expansion. Jungkook's place in this story is secure because it is rooted in shared history and mutual growth. He is not stepping into something new alone, he is carrying forward something built together. As BTS moves into its next era, Jungkook stands as a connecting force between past and future. He embodies memory and momentum, familiarity and evolution. His role as a bridge is not assigned, it is earned through years of dedication, growth, and authenticity. In this sense, Jungkook does not simply link two eras of BTS, he ensures that the transition between them feels natural, meaningful, and true.